Makapangyarihan at maawain naming Diyos, inaalay namin ng buong puso, isip at kaluluwa ang aming mga panalangin, kaisipan, wika, gawa, kaanib ang kamahal-mahalang puso ni Jesus, lalong-lalo na sa panahong ito ng bagong normal.
Sumasampalataya po kami sa iyo, Panginoon, na ikaw ay makapangyarihan sa lahat. Lubos po ang aming pasasalamat na walang anumang banta at panganib sa aming mga buhay, maging ito man ay malulubhang karamdaman o kalamidad na makapipinsala sa amin.
A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya Allah, penginamir ka abgi kaming ka sa beger, aku mapia apa mikiranan sagi abkap kataling umaabag wabtad. Ya Allah, penginamir ka apa kali disa kaming ka kulangwan apa makataling mga murala. Aku turun kar kami, sumapia na aku abgi kaming ka sa katao ilmu, ami pangandawa mi sa iko mga muritami. Apakanggir kami aguna sa dunya na sampay sa alungan amauri. Amin, Ya Allah.
Ipinagpapasalamat din namin, Panginoon, ang mga biyayang natatanggap namin sa araw-araw, sa mga pagkain aming nasa harapan, sa kalakasan ng katawan at isipan, sa marangal na trabaho na hindi matatawaran, at sa buhay na walang hanggan.
Bigyan mo po, Panginoon, ng karunungan at pag-iingat ang bawat isa sa amin, ang mga mag-aaral na humaharap sa bagong normal na edukasyon, ang kanilang mga magulang na gumagabay at nagsusumikap para mapabuti ang maliit nilang institusyon, ang mga tao sa unang hanay na patuloy na lumalaban at tumahanap ng solusyon, maging ang mga namumuno sa gobyerno sa paggawa ng mga positibong aksyon.
Panginoon, tao lamang po kami at nakadarama din ng kahinaan sa aming katawan, damdamin, espiritual at isipan. Alam po namin na hindi madali ang mga pagbabagong ito. Ngunit kung ito po ay pagsubok sa amin, patuloy po kaming lalaban at gagawa ng paraan. Hindi po kami lalayo sa iyong plano, Panginoon, dahil alam namin na ang bagay na mula sa iyo ang pinakamahusay. Pagpatawad mo, Panginoon, ang aming mga pagkakasala at paminsan ay paglabag namin sa iyong kalooban. Paunawa niyo po sa amin, Panginoon, na kami ay nilikha mo bilang instrumento ng kabutihan at kaagapay sa tagumpay ng aming paaralan at pamayanan.
Panginoon, tulungan niyo po kaming gamitin sa kabutihan ang bawat bahagi ng aming katawan upang aming matugunan ang munting pangangailangan. Amin pong inilalagak sa iyo ang aming mga alalahanin at pagkabalisa, sapagkat ikaw lamang ang makapagbibigay sa amin ng kapanatagan at kapayapaan anuman ang nangyayari sa aming kapaligiran. Gabayan mo kami sa bawat hakbang upang matiyak namin na ang landas na tinatahak namin ay yaong itinakda mo para sa aming mga yabag. Patuloy naming inilalaan ang aming sarili sa panahong ito para sa kaligtasan ng aming bansa at ng buong sambayan ng Pilipino, sa patnubay ng Espiritu Santo. Amen.
Susumikap, ikaw ang siyang gumagabay sa hirap. Tanglap ka ng kabataang nagsusumikap, hanap na dulo ang iyong inaalay. Mahal ka namin o sintang paaralan, Marangal National High School. Layunin mo'y magandang kinabukasan, Marangal National High School. Salamat sa pag-agapay at patnubay, karunungang taglay isa sa buhay. sa aming lupang tinubuan, mag-aambag sa pag-unlad ng ating bayan. Hinding-hindi ka namin makalilimutan, mahal ka namin o sintang paaralan. Marangal National High School, layunin mo'y magandang kinabukasan. Marangal National High School, salamat sa pag-agapay at patnubay. Marangal National High School.
Mathematics is the science of structure, order, and relation that has evolved from elemental practices of counting, measuring, and describing the shape of objects. It deals with logical reasoning and quantitative calculation, and its development has involved an increasing degree of idealization and abstraction of its subject matter. I am Sir Phil na nagsasabing, palaging piliin mong Math-tuto. Ayan, good morning. Andiyan na ba kayo? Ayan, pa-comment nga ako ng 1 kung nandiyan na po kayo with your section. Pa-comment ko ano na po mga section nyo nandyan. Okay, so I'm seeing Angelica Malinaw, JP, Mark Francis. Ba't kayo pa din, no? Walang nadagdag. Raven. Ni-require ko na to sa iba. Tapos meron tayo attendance. Ayan, from Agoncillo, si Jenny Lynn. Wait lang hindi pa pala ako nag-share sa modular. Pa-mention lang ng inyong section. Tapos ibababa ko mamaya yung ating attendance. We will have an attendance today. Ayan, wait lang. Ayan, Agoncillo and Abad Santos. Ayan, may mga nakikita na ako. Tapos, ito yung attendance. Pa-fill out muna. Ayan, Tano, hello. And Lily. Ayan, nakita ko na si Lily. Ayan, nandito po yung attendance ha. Ipipin ko na lang and then mag-fill out muna kayo. Ipipin ko na lang dyan. Okay, kindly fill out the attendance. Ano lang yan, name and grade and section lang yung ilalagay. Hello, Genesis. Good morning. So today we're going to have a short review ng completing the square followed by the prerequisite para sa quadratic formula para mas focus tayo on solving sa ating next session. Okay, so tingnan ko kung nag-attendance na ano. Tapos balik kayo after. And you're just going to write your name and the grade and section. Don't forget to submit. Sasubmit lang naman yan. Para may formal attendance na tayo. Although kinukuha ko yung attendance last time, mas okay lang kapag merong may Google Form. Ayan, so siguro papasok na lang yung iba and then announce ko na lang later na may attendance tayo. Sige, I'll show the Jamboard ang gagamitin ko ngayon. No? Tingnan natin kung hindi siya maglalag. Kasi yung Microsoft Whiteboard ay naglalag lagi. So I will try to use Jamboard this time. Yun nga na mas manipis yung writings doon. Ayan. So we will have first, tingnan ko kung malaki to. Ayan, good morning. Sa mga bagong dating, meron tayong attendance andyan sa taas. Nakapin po sa taas yung color blue. Mag-attendance na lang po tayo. Ayan, nakikita naman siguro, no? Medyo maliit nga lang, pero lalakihan ko yung solution. And we have an attendance nasa taas po, mga anak. Pwedeng fill out ng attendance. Nandiyan sa taas po. Nakapin yung color blue dyan sa taas. Yan, good morning. We'll have another session today. Okay, so sana medyo na-recall nyo yung yung completing the square. Bibigay lang tayo ng additional 6 examples at this today para ma-practice pa. Kasi medyo nahirapan tayo, no? Yung mga example ngayon, para masanay kayo na na nagso-solve ng ng hindi pa naka-standard form. So, the first thing that we need to do kapag ganyan is to convert muna or transform the equation into its standard form. Okay, so let's start our math session for this morning. Okay, pa-press 1 nga kung ready na. Pa-press 1 muna kung ready na po tayo. Ang mga notes, i-ready na po yung mga notes. Okay, siguro punta na ako sa Jamboard. Guys, susulat ko na lang ng mas malaki. Ako nang bahala dyan. Okay, sa the first one. O, di ba? Ang pangat ng sulat dito. Gagawin ko na lang x lahat ng ng variable natin. Minus 6x equal to negative 91. Medyo maganda yung sulat sa Jamboard. Ano? Naintindihan nyo naman yung sulat? Hindi katulad sa sa Microsoft. Teka nga, tingnan ko kung merong yung Microsoft. Online whiteboard. Hindi ako satisfied eh. Wait lang. Kaya natin. Sige, try ko yung ha. Ayan. Okay, siguro ito mas makikita kasi mas makapal. Minus 6x equal to negative 91. Ayan. Okay, so dahil hindi naka-standard form itong example na to, sige, i-full screen ko na lang para din nyo na ako makita. Ayan. So, okay, so hindi siya naka-standard form. So the first thing that we need to do here is to convert it into standard form. So, syempre dapat familiar pa rin tayo dyan kasi gagamitin na rin ulit natin yan sa quadratic formula kasi gagamitin natin yung mga values ng A, B, and C when we are dealing with quadratic formula. So, kindly convert muna into standard form. Sige, pa-type in sa ating chat pane. What is the standard form of this quadratic equation? X squared minus 6x minus 91. Pa-transform muna into standard form. Again, sa mga bagong dating ang attendance natin ay nasa taas. Paki-fill out na lang muna po. Ayan. So we have x squared minus 6x plus 91 equal to 0. So that is our standard form. So let's write it muna. So x squared minus 6x plus 91 equal to 0. So meron tayong 6 steps in solving quadratic equation by completing the square. So yung first step natin is we're going to divide the whole equation by the numerical coefficient of the quadratic term. So in this example, yung yung natatandaan naman kung paano gawin, pwede nyo nang simulan habang dinidiscuss ko siya. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do here is to get the numerical coefficient of the quadratic term. Pero kasi dito, 1 lang yung numerical coefficient ng quadratic term. That's why pwede na tayong mag-proceed with step 2. So ang step 2 natin, kung matatandaan natin, is we're just going to transpose or transfer the constant term, katulad kanina. Pero, sabihin nyo, bakit sir binalik natin, tapos binalik ulit natin? Kasi in case na merong numerical coefficient yung quadratic term, mahalagang masunod pa rin natin yung process. Okay? So, ibabalik lang ulit natin for step 2. So, we have x squared minus 6x equal to negative 91. Pero naman kapag nagsosolve na kayo ng sarili nyo, you can do anything na naman. As long as you will come up with the right answer. Okay? So, the next step here is to get we will get the numerical coefficient naman of the linear term. So, gawin natin dito sa gilid. And then, we're going to divide, wait lang. May arrow yon. Ayan. So, get negative 6 and then divided by 2. And then we will get negative 3 quantity squared. So, negative 3 times negative 3 is equal to positive 9. And then yung positive 9, yun yung i-add natin both sides of the equation. So, this will become x squared minus 6x plus 9 equal to negative 91 plus 9. Okay, following the rules, iba-iba na to, iba-ibang situation yung makikita nyo ngayon. Okay, so get the square of binomial of x squared minus 6x plus 9. What is the square of binomial or the factor of factors of x squared minus 6x plus 9? Sige, pa-type in ako ng conversion. Convert to a square of binomial. Ayan, we have x minus 3 quantity squared. So, we have now x minus 3 quantity squared and then simplify negative 91 plus 9. We have negative 82. So, may natatandaan ba tayo with regards with this type of situation? So, the next thing that we are going to do here is to get the square root, extracting. Hello. Kasi mag-i-extracting dito, di ba? Mag-i-extract na tayo. So, having it extract, what do we know about this situation? May nakita tayong negative sa loob. Yung natirang radicand na nasa loob, yung number na nasa loob ay negative. Itutuloy pa ba natin ang solving kapag negative yung nasa loob? Although tinutuloy yan, pero meron na tayong nilalagay dyan automatic. Ano yung nilalagay natin dyan kung natatandaan? It must be what? Okay, very good. So automatic ang ilalagay po natin dyan. It has, so therefore we conclude that it has no real roots. Okay, that's good. Pero pag tinuloy natin yan, ganito kasi magiging itsura. Okay? So, ang negative 82 ba ay merong factor na may perfect square pa? Negative 82, may naiisip pa kayong factor ng 82 na may perfect square? Okay, pag wala, proceed tayo. So, maka-cancel of course tong square. So, ang matitira is x minus 3 equal to square root of negative 82. But this time, positive and negative. Tapos, ililipat lang natin yung minus 3. So, this will become x. Again, sabi ko sa inyo last time, ilipat natin ito. Kapag ganito yung situation, ililipat natin dito sa unahan. Okay, so this will become positive 3. Positive 3 plus and minus. Okay, this time gagawin natin positive itong 82. Pero lalagyan natin ng I sa labas. Okay, so yung I na yan, ang ibig sabihin niyan ay imaginary. Siya yung nagsasabi that it has no real roots. Pero iti-treat natin siya as 3 plus and minus square root of positive 82i. So tinanggal lang natin yung negative. So it means imaginary or no real roots. So pag-iwalayin lang natin yan. So yung first value ng x is 3 plus square root of 82i. And then the second value is x equal to 3 minus square root of 82i. Okay, pag-iwalayin lang yan. Okay, pwede kayo mag-screenshot. May tanong dun sa first example. Okay, pwede na kayong mag-screenshot niyan or balikan nyo na lang mamaya, i-replay nyo. May tanong po. JP, baka may tanong ka dito. Sige, pwede na kayo mag-screenshot. After screenshot, press 1 para malaman ko. Para malaman kung magpo-proceed na ba or hindi. Mas pwede na kayo magtanong. Pakita muna ako. May tanong ba? James, nire-review pa muna namin yung completing the square. Tapos mamaya bagong topic tayo. Okay na. Okay, sige. Another situation niya na. So pag wala ng factor na may perfect square, as is na siya. So tapos gagawin nyo na lang siyang positive sa loob and then lalagyan natin letter I sa labas. Yung ganyang I ha, imaginary ang ibig sabihin niya. Okay? So proceed tayo. Siguro better to, hindi na siya naglalag. Okay, next example. Okay, so we have number 2. X squared equal to 18x. Hello, Steven. Plus 40. Good morning. Ayan. So, the first thing that we need to do here is to transform this into standard form. Sige, pa-transform muna sa standard form and then type in your answer. Good morning, Steven. Ayan, pa-transform muna into standard form. Ayan, so we have x squared minus 18x minus 40 equal to 0. So, yung kaya na mag-proceed, mag-proceed. Okay, the next thing to do is to transfer negative 40 to the other side. So we have x squared minus 18x equal to 40. The next thing that we need to do is to get the numerical coefficient of the linear term. Kunin natin dito sa gilid. Negative 18 divided by 2. We have negative 9. And then get the square. We have positive 81. Sige, proceed tayo. So yung positive 81 ngayon, i-add natin both sides. So this will become x squared minus 18x plus 81 equal to 40 plus 81. And then simplify. Sige, gawin yung perfect square trinomial, gawin yung square of binomial left side and then simplify the right side. What will be our resulting equation? Ayan, good. So we have x minus 9 quantity squared. Ano, Angelica? Same tayo ng sign. Ayan. 40 plus 81. 121. Ayan, good. So we have 121. Next is to extract. Okay, pag na-extract na, pwede kayo mag-proceed kung okay na kayo dyan sa completing. Next, matitira is x minus 9 equal to positive and negative 121. Okay, hello Princess. Good morning. Okay, what is the next thing to do? Iso-solve na natin yung dalawang linear equation. So magiging x equal to positive 121 muna. No, wait. Square root of 121 pala, sorry. It must be 11. Okay, so the square root of 121 is 11. Okay, good. Then we have 11 plus 9. Tapos yung isa, negative 11 plus 9. So the first value of x, 11, ayan. 11 plus 9 is 20. Okay, that will be the first value. And then negative 11 plus 9 is negative 2. So yan na yung dalawang value ng x natin. Positive 20 and negative 2. Okay, pwede na mag-screenshot. Ayan, good. Positive 20 and negative 2. Okay, pwede na mag-screenshot and then press 1. Okay, next tayo, proceed. Proceed na tayo pa makarami, 6 to eh. Tapos yung new lesson pa. Hello, Eunice. Tingnan nyo nga kung kaya nyo na mag-proceed sa... Hello. Okay, next. We have 5x squared equals 60 minus 20x. Sige, tingnan natin kung kaya na mag-proceed. Okay, so convert muna natin into standard form. So the standard form of this quadratic equation is 5x squared plus 20x minus 60 equal to 0. Okay, complete step tayo. The next step here is to divide the whole equation by 5. So what will be our new equation? Okay, so i-divide natin yung whole equation by 5. What will be our resulting equation? Ano na yung magiging new equation natin? Ayan, we have x squared plus 4x minus 12 equal to 0. Next is to transfer negative 12 to the other side of the equation. We have x squared plus 4x equal to positive 12. And then, kunin natin yung numerical coefficient of the linear term. We have 4 divided by 2 is 2. Quantity squared is 4. And then we will add 4 to the both sides of the equation. We have x squared plus 4x plus 4 equal to 12 plus 4. And then we simplify by converting the left side as a square binomial. So this will become x plus 2 quantity squared equal to 16. And then we are now ready to extract the square root. And then matitira is x plus 2 equal to positive negative 4. And then pag-iwalayin natin, x is equal to positive 4 minus 2. Nilipat ko na. And x equal to negative 4 minus 2. Diniretso ko nang lipat yung positive 2 sa kabila. And then, simplify lang. 4 minus 2 is 2. And negative 4 minus 2 is negative 6. Sino nakakuha ng same answer? Positive 2 and negative 6. Mag-try kayo para malaman nyo kung master nyo na yung completing. Ayan. Positive 2 and negative 6. Good. Maganda lang dito na pa-practice talaga kayo. Ayan. That's good. That's good. Sige, pababayaan ko kayo sa next example. So, mag-screenshot na lang din kung gusto pa ng this example. And then, pa-press 1 na lang para masulat ko na yung next given. This is better, hindi na siya naglalay. Ayan, thank you. Burahin ko na. Okay, next. O kayo to ha, tingnan natin. I-try nyo na ngayon. Tapos, dapat may 24 akong makikitang nagsasagot. Okay, number 4. Try nyo na ha. 6x squared minus 48 equal to negative 12x. Okay, so let's try. Makikita natin merong 26 dapat na nagsosolve niyan. At 26 na sagot later. Okay, let's see. Okay, complete step ito. The first thing that you need to do is to arrange. Tapos gagawin nyo muna siyang standard form. Doon sa mga bagong dating na hindi pa nakakapag-attendance, ang attendance po ay nasa itaas ng comment. Yan yung nasa color blue, nasa taas, sa baba ng screen. I-click nyo lang yung Google form and then fill out nyo lang ng attendance. Okay, so I will give you 3 minutes. Okay, I'll give you 3 minutes to answer number 4. Okay, 3 minutes lang ha. 3 minutes. Tapos sa mga bagong dating attendance, nasa taas po sa baba ng screen. Click nyo lang po yung link dyan.
Pag tapos na, ilagay na yung answer. Huwag nyo kokopyahin yung answer ng iba ha. Dapat itry nyo talaga para malaman nyo kung marunong na kayo. Gawin nyo muna standard form. Tapos i-arrange nyo. Dapat quadratic term muna, and then linear term, and then constant term. Ayan, may sagot na si Justin. Positive 2 and negative 4. Let's wait for the others. Ayan, si Angelica, positive 2 and negative 4 also. Si Eliza, positive 2 and negative 4 also. Si JP, ganun din, positive 2 and negative 4. James is also positive 2 and negative 4. Sige, while waiting for the others, simulan ko na ha dito para maitali nyo na. So we have 6x squared plus 12x minus 48 equal to 0. So I think yung iba sanay na din. Yes, Arlene. Divide the whole equation by 6. So we have x squared plus 2x minus 8 equal to 0. Ayan, lakihan ko lang And then next is, lipat natin yung negative 8. So we have x squared plus 2x equal to positive 8. And then of course, kunin natin yung 2 divided by 2 equals 1. 1 squared is 1. And then add 1 both sides. So x squared plus 2x plus 1 equal to 8 plus 1. Then proceed natin dito, x plus 1 quantity squared equal to 9. And then square root natin both sides. Ayan, yung iba sanay na. Good, good. Then we have x plus 1 equal to positive negative 3. And then pag-iwalayin lang natin, x is equal to positive 3 minus 1. And x is equal to negative 3 minus 1. So we have positive 2 and negative 4. Good. So I'll give you the last one. Sige, pa-screenshot and then press 1 po. Another example. Last na po. Last example, isa na lang. And then proceed tayo sa next lesson. Ayan, medyo nasasanay na kayo. Hindi tulad nung nagle-lesson tayo sa last week. Medyo tulala pa kayo nun. So pag na-master nyo na kasi yung step-by-step process, okay na yan. Wala na tayong magiging problema dyan. Okay? So last example purely kayo lang ang magsasolve. Sige, tingnan natin. Actually, ito rin naman. Tapos mamaya isa-solve ko rin kapag may mga sagot na kayo. Ano ba maganda dito? Okay, number 5. 8x squared plus 16x equals 42. Sige nga, baka may mag-react. Mag-react kayo dyan kapag pag may nakita kayong kakaiba. Sir, ilo-lowest term. Sir, sa negative 42/8, pwede pong i-lowest term o hindi? Wag muna. Wag mo nang i-lowest term. Magla-lowest term tayo sa dulo na. Yung pag-i-combine na natin. Hanggat hindi pa nai-square root, wag mo nang mag-lowest term. Good morning po, Sarangheyo. Again, hanggat hindi pa nai-square root, wag mo nang i-lowest term. Salamat po. Kaya tingnan natin kung nasa na tayo. X is 10. Sabi ni Eunice, dalawa yan ha. Dalawa palagi, oo. Okay lang, okay lang. May next lesson pa tayo ha. O, kamusta? X is equal to 10. X is equal to 7 and X is equal to negative 9. Iba-iba sagot nyo ha. Si Angelica naman ay 3 halves and negative 7/2. Sige, save mo lang yan dyan. We will check later. We will wait for the others. But basta be careful lang para magiging sakto yung magiging kakalabasan natin. Sabi ni Eunice naman, x is equal to 10 and x is equal to negative 3. So save nyo lang dyan ha. Tingnan natin kung sino yung mga katama. Tapos sunod natin yung prerequisite ng next lesson, yung mga kailangan natin to prepare you sa quadratic formula. Sige, hinihintay ko lang yung sagot ng iba, no? Bago tayo mag-solve. Ayan, si Prince Dexter, 3 halves and negative 7/2 din. Kaya natin kung ano yung tama mamaya. I think while waiting for the others para makapag-proceed tayo with the next solve ko na So, convert muna natin into standard form. So, will become 8x squared plus 16x minus 42 equal to 0. So, divide natin the whole equation by 8. Si JP din ay 3 halves and negative 7 halves. Okay, so we have x squared now plus 2x minus 42 over 8 equal to 0. And then that's the time na ililipat natin yung negative 42 over 8 to the other side. Justin Trujillo got 7 over 2 square root of 2 and 3 over 2 square root of 2. Let's see. So this will become x squared plus 2x equal to 42 over 8. And then of course plus 1 ito kasi 2 divided by 2 and 1 and then 1 squared. So this will be plus 1. X squared plus 2x plus 1 equal to 42 over 8 plus 1. Si Arlene has 3 halves and negative 7 halves. Then convert natin into square binomial. So we have x plus 1 quantity squared. Then LCD nito is 8. 8 divided by 8 is 1. Times 42 is 42. And then 8 times 1. What is 8 times 1? This will be plus 8. Nasundan? LCD. Nasundan yung pag-LCD? 8 divided by 8 is 1 times 42 is 42. Tapos, wala namang denominator yung 1. So, 8 times 1 lang. Okay, proceed ako ha. Okay, so copy ko muna kasi i-simplify ko pa yung right side. So, I have 8 plus 1 quantity squared equal to 42 plus 8 is 50 over 8. And then, extract. Extract natin. Yes, 50 over 8. And then, matitira ay, this will be challenging. X plus 1 equal to positive, negative. Wait. Square root of 50 over square root of 8. Tapos, x plus 1 equal to positive, negative. Factor ng 50 na may perfect square. Taas ko lang muna ha, mamaya screenshot niyan. Factor ng 50 na may perfect square. Ano? Okay, 25 times 2. Over factor naman ng 8 na may perfect square. Okay, 4 and 2. Mas ayusin lang natin. X plus 1 plus equal to plus and minus. And then square root of 25 is 5. Square root of 2 over square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 2. And I think we could cancel yung square root of 2. Pwede natin ma-cancel yung square root of 2. So, matitira na lang is x plus 1 plus and equal to plus and minus 5 over 2. Tignan natin baka may tumama sa inyo. And then lipat natin yung positive 1. So this will become x equal to negative 1 plus and minus 5 over 2. Tapos pag-iwalayin natin, x is equal to negative 1 plus 5 over 2 and x equal to negative 1 minus 5 over 2. What will be our answer? So ito, LCD. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2 plus 5. I think may makakatama. Ano ba yung sagot kanina? Tapos, ito din 2. Negative 2. Ito kasi following baka meron kayong ginawa kanina, no? Pero ito, just following the rules, okay? Sabi ko nga sa inyo, pag kayo na yung nagsasagot dyan, lahat ng mapapadali kayo, yun ang gamitin nyo. Okay? So ako naman, sinusunod ko muna yung rules. So we have negative 2 minus 5. May nakatama nga. So, ang first, ilagay ko lang dito. So, this is equal to positive 3 halves. And then this one is negative 7 halves. Ayan. Sino nakakuha? Sige, screenshot nyo muna itong part na to. Teka. Okay, ito muna. Yung mga gusto mag-screenshot, ito yung following the rules. Tatanungin ko yung mga nakakuha kung anong ginamit nila. Ito rin ba or may shorter? Teka, ang mga nakakuha ay si Raven, si Arlene, si JP, si Prince Dexter, at si Angelica. Sir, applicable po ba sa lahat kung dediretso po palagi sa paglo-lowest term po? Katulad nung nakaraan, hindi siya hindi palagi. Pero there are times talaga na makakatulong yung paglo-lowest. Ganyan din po sa akin. Okay. Si JP ba? Ikaw ba JP? Anong ginawa mo? Nag-lowest term ka muna? Basta kung anong mapapadali kayo. Kasi minsan kapag nag-lowest term agad, maliligaw. Meron pa tayong concept na may rationalization. Ganyan din kay Raven. Pero ang bilis nyo. That's a good thing. Tapos itong part naman na to, pwede nyo nang screenshot. Ayan, magpo-proceed na tayo with the next. Ayun. Dalawa po lowest term, and yan po. Okay, sige. At least kaya mo siyang gawin both. Kamusta na yung iba? Press 1 nga kung tapos na mag-screenshot ng second part. Ayan, you can have it on your notes, no? Para may mga additional examples tayo. Okay? So, I think we could proceed now with quadratic formula. May mga re-reviewin muna tayong concept. Isa na dito yung ginagawa natin palagi ngayon dito sa simplifying, yung pagkuha ng mga factor, medyo kailangan nating sanayin yon. Yung factor na merong perfect square, kailangan nating sanayin siya ngayon. So, yun yung unahin natin. Wait lang. Burahin ko lang to. Ay, patay. Ayan. Hanapin ko na quadratic formula. Okay, prerequisite na tayo, no, for the next lesson. So So bago yan, short break muna tayo.
Mathematics is the science of structure, order, and relation that has evolved from elemental practices of counting, measuring, and describing the shape of objects. It deals with logical reasoning and quantitative calculation, and its development has involved an increasing degree of idealization and abstraction of its subject matter. I'm Sir Phil na nagsasabing, palaging piliin mong Math-tuto.
Ayan, prerequisite tayo. Pero ang una natin gagawin ay sanayin yung pagkuha natin ng factor na may perfect square, okay? So, tapos yung pagsisimplify. Kasi mas marami nun dito sa quadratic formula. Minsan parang yun yung nagiging problem natin, okay? So, let's have the first one. We have square root of 75. Sorry sa sulat ha. Factor 75 na may perfect square. Parang obvious yan. Sanayin lang natin. Tapos pag mag-iisip kayo ng factor, dapat yung pinakamalaking perfect square na pwede doon. Kasi minsan kaya pa, iniiwasan natin yung dalawang beses tayo nagsisimplify. So, much better na ang kunin na natin yung highest perfect square factor nung given number. Okay, factors of 75 na yung isa dapat ay perfect square. Ayan, 25 and 3. Tapos pag sinimplify natin yan, ang ilalabas lang natin yung perfect square. So square root of 25 is 5. Matitira is square root of 3. Okay, ganon. So we have now 5 square root of 3. Okay, next tayo. How about square root of 80? Square root of 80. Hello, Loremia. Nandito na rin si Loremia. Sa 80 kaya? Again, yung attendance nasa taas po. Pa-fill out na lang dyan sa taas. Nakalagay attendance sa baba ng screen. 4 and 20. Sabi ko, ang kunin natin yung largest factor of 80. Largest perfect square factor. May larger pa sa 4. $40 and 2. Walang perfect square doon. Okay. Medyo, yan yung pag-iisipan talaga. O kaya, i-divide nyo yung number sa perfect square. Para malaman nyo talaga. Pag divisible siya, edi yun yung factor. Aside from 4, ano yung kasunod na perfect square ng 4? We have 9. Hindi naman pwede sa 9. Ano sunod sa 9? 16. O, try nyo nga sa 16. Basta lagi nyo i-divide sa perfect square. Tapos, pag sakto yung lumabas, automatic factor siya. 20 and 8, hindi rin. Ayan, 16 and 5. Ang strategy dyan, i-divide nyo yung number dun sa mga perfect square. So, 16 times 5. Tapos, ang ilalabas nyo lang yung perfect square. So, square root of 16 is 4. Square root of 5. Yan, that's good. Next, square root of 108. Square root of 108. Okay, sipan nyo yung 108. 12 and 9. May larger pa, Angelica. 6 and 18. 6 and 18, walang perfect square doon. Kukunin natin lagi yung largest. 9 and 12. Meron pa. May larger pa, Raven. Medyo mahirap, ano? Ayan, 36 and 3. Tapos, ang ilalabas lang natin yung 36. Square root of 36 is 6. Square root of 3. Okay, matitira yung hindi perfect square. Ayan. Medyo struggling tayo doon. Next, let's have... Ano ba? 72. Square root of 72. Square root of 72. Yes, okay na yung 36. Yan, 36 and 2. So we have 6 square root of 2. Next, ano pa ba dito? $192. Square root of 192. Oo, larger palagi. Largest. Largest. Next, square root of 192. Sixty-four and 3. Ayan, bilis na ni JP. 64 and 3. So, square root of 64 is 8. Square root of 3. Ayan. Sige. Isang mabilis lang na... Sige, ano nyo muna? Screenshot siguro. And then press 1. Tapos another 5 na kayo muna tuloy-tuloy. Pa-press 1 ko na screenshot na. Okay, siguro 3 minutes lang din. Sige, 5 items. Isang mabilis. Sagutan nyo muna dyan sa mga ginagamit nyo ngayong notes ha. Number 1, square root of 32. Number 2, square root of 175. Number 3, square root of 45. Number 4, square root of 52. Number 5, good morning, Nick. 4. Dali lang yung number 5 ah. Square root of 363. Ayan, go. Good morning, Nick. Good morning. Ano nyo muna, kompletohin nyo muna dyan. Tapos mamaya ako magtatanong. Three minutes lang ah. Tapos sana lahat yung 25, siguro kung mga student lahat yan. Magsasagot kayo ha. Mamaya, kunwari sinabi ko, number 1. Titingnan ko lahat ng sagot nyo. Always think of the largest perfect square ha, largest. Tayo ko na ilaw, ang init. 1 minute. Okay, so let's start with number 1. Kailangan lahat ilalagay yung sagot ha. Ang gamitin nyo na lang na square root kung walang square root sign ay yung slash. Maintindihan ko na yon. Or kung may square root sign kayo makikita, better. Pero slash na lang. Halimbawa, 2/3. Ganun na lang. To represent square root. Okay, number 1. Ayan, meron pala Lily. Ayan, si Lily meron. Ayan. Number 1 is... Sige. 4 square root of 2. Ayan, may check si Angelica para paraan. Okay, good. 4 square root of 2. Next, number 2. Sila Hailey, ayan, tama yung kila Hailey din. Number 2. Kung makikita niyo yung symbol na yon. Pero okay na yan slash, sige, understood. Number 2. 5 square root of 7. 5 square root of 7. 5 square root of 7. Asan yung iba? Okay, good. 5 square root of 7. Next, number 3. Number 3. Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, we have 3 square root of 5. Very good. Next, number 4. Ano yan, JP? 2 pi. Okay, number 4. Number 4. Okay. Okay lang. Number 4. Two square root of 13. 2 square root of 13. 2 square root of 13. Two square root of 13. So that is 4 times 13, no? Probably. So we have 2 square root of 13. Okay, good. Number 5. Number 5. Ayun. 11 square root of 3. 11 square root of 3. Ayan. 11 square root of 3. What is important here is you know how to really how to get a factor, no? Factor na merong perfect square. Okay, proceed na tayo. Quadratic formula. We will start with the derivation of the quadratic formula. Wait lang. The derivation, oh wait. the derivation of the quadratic formula, kung saan muna natin nakuha yung quadratic formula. So let's start with that. Okay, so ayan. Nagsasagot pa pala yung iba. Okay, so we're going to derive now the quadratic formula coming from the standard form of quadratic equation given by ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. So we're going to use the... Ay, wait lang, naririnig nyo ba ako? Press 1 nga. Press 1 muna kasi medyo ano to. Medyo challenging ang derivation na to. Press 1 muna. Okay, so imagine this. We're going to use the process of completing the square in deriving the quadratic formula using the standard form of quadratic equation. So the quadratic equation has a standard form given by ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. Imagine, ito yung equation na gagamitin natin mismo. Yung standard form representation. Itong ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. So, gagamitan natin ng completing the square para ma-derive yung quadratic formula. So, i-apply natin yon dito sa standard form. So, the first thing that we need to do is to divide the whole equation. Again, ang gagamitin natin ay completing the square. Ang kinukuha natin dito is the quadratic formula. Okay, so using the completing the square, the first step is to divide the whole equation by the numerical coefficient of the quadratic term. So dito, gagamitin natin yung variable na a para matira na lang yung x squared. So we will divide the whole equation by a. So by dividing the whole equation by a, what will be our new equation? Kayo nga, paano nyo yun gagawin? What will be the new equation? So makakancel yung a, matitira na lang is x squared equal to, mali, wait lang. Plus pala, plus b over a x plus c over a equal to 0 divided by a is 0. Nasundan doon? Na-follow ba natin doon? Nakalimutan nyo yung over a kasi we cannot divide naman b sa a tsaka yung c sa a. Okay? Ayan, good. Equal to 0. So we have x squared plus b over ax plus c over a equal to 0. Ayan. Tama si Raven. Okay, good. After that, the next step is to, of course, ang constant natin dito yung walang variable x. So that is c over a. So what we're going to do is to transfer c over a to the other side. So this will become x squared plus b over ax equal to negative c over a. Okay, next. Next thing here is to complete. No? To complete. So, kukunin natin yung b over a, of course. That's b over a. Times, dahil fraction yan, gagamitin natin yung times 1/2. Okay? Sabihin nyo pag, nalilito na kayo ha. So, multiply numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator. So, b times 1 is b. Wait lang, labo. Okay, so b times 1 is b over a times 2 is 2a. Okay, quantity squared. So b times b is b squared 2 times 2 is 4. A times A is A squared. Nasundan doon. Multiply mo na sa 1/2 kasi fraction yan. And then, square. Multiply sa sarili lahat. B times B, 2 times 2, and A times A. So, we have B squared over 4A squared. Magtatanong kayo pag may gumugulo sa isipan, ha? Okay, next. Yung nakuha nating B squared over 4A squared, yun yung i-add natin both side of the equation. So, this will become x squared plus B over AX plus B squared over 4A squared equal to negative C over A plus B squared over 4A squared. Pa-press 1 naman kung naintindihan yung part na to. Kung hindi, magtanong na agad bago tayo mag-proceed. Ang kinukuha natin dito is the quadratic formula. Okay, good. Nasundan doon Next, square of binomial. Sige nga, patingin. What do you think is the square of binomial of this expression? Dito muna tayo sa sa left side. What is your square of binomial? X plus B over 2A quantity squared. Yan. So, X plus B over 2A. Ayan. Tapos, apply tayo ng mag-a-apply tayo ng, tawag dito, mag-a-apply tayo ng addition of rational algebraic equation. What is the LCD? What is the LCD? Kung natatandaan niyo yung addition of rational algebraic equation from grade 8, what is the LCD of negative C over A plus B squared over 4A squared? LCD, the least common denominator. Obviously, you get 4 kasi wala namang 4 sa other fraction. Tapos, between A and A squared, ang kukunin nyo is yung larger exponent. Okay, so you will get A squared. So, the LCD is 4A squared. 4A squared kasi the numerical coefficient of A squared is 4. Tapos yung kabila naman walang numerical coefficient. So, copy lang natin yung 4 to be the LCD. So, we have 4A squared. Tapos, kapag sinimplify na natin, unahin natin yung positive para wala tayong negative dito sa umpisa. Okay, so ang i-divide ko muna doon dito ko muna i-divide sa pangalawa. Etong naka-highlight. Sa B squared over 4A squared ko muna siya i-divide, okay? Pagka-divide ko dito naman sa negative C over A. So, dito muna tayo, sa B squared over 4A squared. Okay, so 4A squared divided by 4A squared is 1. So, 1 times B squared is B squared. Okay? Doon naman ako sa isa. Minus, lalagay ko na yung minus. 4A squared divided by 4. What is, ang dami nyo ng message retracted dyan. 4A squared divided by A. Sabihin nyo pag hindi na nakakasunod. 4a squared divided by a. Nandun na ako sa negative c over a. 4a squared divided by a. Maka-cancel yung isang a. Ang matitira is 4. 4a. 4a times c. We have 4ac. Nagets? 4a squared divided by a is 4a. 4a times c is 4ac. Okay? Yes, 4a. So pag minultiply, 4ac. Okay? Screenshot nyo muna yan kasi bababa na tayo. Screenshot, then press 1. Pag may tanong, feel free to ask. Okay, press 1 ko na screenshot na. Ayan, akyat ko na ha. Yeah, next tayo. Extract na, extract. Square root na natin. Okay. So, matitira is x plus b over 2a equal to yung b squared minus 4ac kasi may operation, so hindi natin siya hindi natin siya mailalabas. So positive and negative square root of b squared minus 4ac over square root of 4 is 2 and square root of a squared is a. Pero yung taas hindi na siya mailalabas kasi may operation. So yung baba na lang, kasi perfect square naman siya. Perfect square naman siya. So square root of 4 is 2. And then square root of a squared is a. Okay? Can you still follow? Pagkatapos na ilipat natin yung b over 2a to the other side, before yung plus and minus. Okay, so magiging x is equal to negative b over 2a plus and minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Paki-process. Nakakasunod pa ba? Paki-process naman. Kung we're doing good. We're doing good pa ba? Ayan. So I think we're doing good pa. Ano ba next? Same yung denominator, so pwede na nating i-combine. So this will become x equal to negative b plus and minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And this is now the quadratic formula. Yes, screenshot. Ito na yung quadratic formula. Yung nasa box na orange. Kaya tanggalin ko lang itong banner. Okay, so magbibigay na tayo ng example. Yan na yung formula. Pakisulat at pakikabisado. Negative b plus and minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay? Sige, mag-example na tayo, no? Na paano ito burahin? Example na tayo. Bibigay lang tayo ng example para may idea na kayo. Sulat ko lang din dito, yung quadratic formula. So this is now the quadratic formula. Dapat natatandaan na natin to. This is the part. Ganda ng sulat. X is equal to negative b plus and minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So example tayo. We have 2x squared plus 3x equal to 27. Okay, so what is important in using the quadratic formula is you know how to convert the quadratic equation into its standard form. So we're just going to convert this quadratic equation into standard form. So this will become 2x squared plus 3x minus 27 equal to 0. Okay? After writing the equation into standard form, we will get the values of a, b, and c. Kasi kung mapapansin nyo, doon sa quadratic formula, it involves the values of a, b, and c. So kukunin natin yung value ng a, b, and c dito na dinidiscuss natin since illustration of quadratic equation. Again, makukuha lang natin yung tamang value ng a, b, and c kung naka-standard form yung quadratic equation. So since naka-standard form na siya, what are the values of a, b, and c? Natin kung marunong pa kayo. What are the values of a, b, and c? Ayan. A is equal to 2, B is equal to 3, and C is equal to negative 27. So 2, 3, negative 27. And the last thing that we need to do is to substitute. Okay? Substitute all those values to the quadratic formula. Okay. X is equal to negative quantity 3 plus and minus square root of quantity 3 squared minus 4 times 2 times negative 27 over 2 times 2. Nasundan, substitution. Tingnan nyo muna. Tingnan nyo muna, paki-process. Naintindihan? Pinalitan ko lahat ng A ng positive 2, lahat ng B ng positive 3, at lahat ng C ng negative 27. Okay? Okay, good. Tapos simplify na lang. Tuloy natin. Negative times 3 is negative 3. Plus and minus. Square root of 3 squared is 9. Negative 4 times 2 is negative 8. Negative 8 times negative 27. What is negative 8 times negative 27? Sige, kayo kumuha. Negative 8 times negative 27. Positive na, no? And then 8 times 27. 216 over 2 times 2, 4. Okay, simplify ulit. Negative 3 plus and minus square root of 9 plus 216 is 225 over 4. Proceed tayo dito. Negative 3 plus and minus. What is square root of 225? Square root of 225. Square root of 225 is 15. O, ilalabas na siya. Over 4. Saka ngayon tayo maghihiwalay. So, x is equal to negative 3 plus 15 over 4. At ano? X is equal to negative 3 minus 15 over 4. Gets? Pinag-iwalay ko. Saka tayo mag-solve. Negative 3 plus 15 is positive 12 over 4. 12 divided by 4 is 3. Tapos yung isa, negative 3 minus 15 is negative 18 over 4. Lowest term na lang, negative 9 over 2. Lowest term. So our solutions are positive 3 and negative 9 over 2. Did you get it? Naintindihan? Ayun na. Yun na yung value ng x. Positive 3 and negative 9 over 2. Yun na yung pinaka-value ng x natin. Okay? So, yun. Ganon gamitin ang quadratic formula. So, pa-screenshot para, ano pa tayo? 2 examples. Para ready na kayo this coming week. 2 examples pa. Bago tayo mag-end. Sige, screenshot then press 1. Would you want to try? Sige, magdi-delete lang ako. E-erase pala. Anyway, pwede nyo naman siyang i-replay tapos screenshot ano. Ba't ko ba pinapastop pa? Okay, last 2 examples no before we end. Para ma-practice nyo. Sige, try this number 2. Try example number 2. We have x squared minus 12x plus 35 equal to 0. Naka-standard form na to. So, A is equal to 1, B is equal to negative 12, C is equal to 35. Be careful. Be careful lang sa substitution. Sige nga. Sige, yung number 3 na lang pala yung gawin nyo. Practice muna tayo. So, x, negative quantity, negative 12. Okay? Plus and minus square root of negative 12 squared minus 4 times 1 times 35 over 2 times 1. Tingnan nyo nga. This is the substitution. After no, negative times negative 12 is positive 12. Okay? Meron kasing negative sa labas doon sa formula. Plus and minus square root of negative 12 squared. Negative 12 times negative 12 is 144. Then negative 4 times 1 is negative 4. Negative 4 times positive 35. Apat na 30, 120. Plus 20, 140. Minus 140. Over 2 times 1 is 2. And then simplify. We have 12 plus and minus square root of 4 over 2. Simplify ulit. 12 plus and minus square root of 4 is 2 over 2. Pag-iwalayin, x is equal to 12 plus 2 over 2. Tsaka x is equal to 12 minus 2 over 2. Simplify, 12 plus 12. 12 plus 2 is 14. Over 2 is 7. 12 minus 2 is 10. Over 2 is 5. Question. Nakuha ba? Or may question? Feel free to ask question if you have a question. Kung wala, screenshot nyo. Ay, ano ba? Screenshot nyo pa ba? Kasi mare-reply nyo naman, ano. Sige, I'll give you last example, but this time, you will be the one to solve. Okay. Last one na tayo, no, para makapag-lunch na. So, alam nyo na gagawin kapag hindi perfect square, ha? Tingnan natin. How about... Yan natin kung anong gagawin nyo. X squared plus 7x equals negative 4. Positive 4. Go. Standard form muna. Sige, I'll give you 5 minutes to solve for x. Pakilagay dyan kapag may sagot na. Huwag kalimutan yung standard form. Ano na sagot? Meron na? Simulan ko na. So, gagawin... May sagot na ba kayo? Okay, so gagawin ko muna ng standard form. We have x squared plus 7x minus 4 equal to 0. So, A is 1, B is 7, C is -4. And then, substitution tayo. X is equal to negative quantity 7 plus and minus square root of 7 squared minus 4 times 1 times -4 all over 2 times 1. Proceed lang kayo tapos kung may sagot na, i-type nyo na. Then we have, of course, negative times 7 is -7 plus and minus square root of 7 squared is 49. Then negative 4 times 1 is -4. Negative 4 times -4 is positive 16 over 2 times 1, 2. Wala pa rin sagot. Proceed tayo, negative 7 plus and minus 49 plus 16 is 65 over 2. My question is, yung 65 ba meron pang factor na may perfect square? That's my question. Siguro yun yung pinifigure out nyo kanina pa. Is there a factors of 65 na perfect square isa? Do you think meron? Wala po. Sabi ni Justin. How about the others? Kapag wala na, actually wala na, pag-iwalay na lang natin. So, ang unang x is negative 7 plus square root of 65 over 2. And then the other value of x is negative 7 minus square root of 65 over 2. Pero pag meron, isi-simplify yan ituturo pa natin yan sa mismong lesson natin this coming week. So, this is your final answer. Ayan. Binigyan ko lang kayo ng idea, pero mas marami pa tayong example this coming week. Do you have any questions? This is now the time. JP, do you have a question? Baka may question si JP, nakakatulong yung mga question ni JP. Question ni JP, nakakatulong. JP, do you have a question? Tayo si JP na yung tinanong no? Kasi natulungan tayo ni JP last time dun sa question niya. Wala na. Okay, wala daw tanong si JP. Okay, so thank you so much. Pwede na tayong mag-lunch. Thank you so much for coming. And aral mabuti. Sana ay na-prepare kayo for the And then simplify lang yan. Marami pa tayong makukuhang mga simplification dyan. Pag diniscuss natin siya this week. Now, our topic is solving quadratic equation by the use of the quadratic formula. This is the last method of solving quadratic equation. Okay? So, pag natutunan na natin lahat yan, alam nyo na. Kahit ano na yan. Kahit ano na yung gamitin nyo. Okay? So, again, thank you for coming. See you again next week. New lesson ulit tayo. New preparation for the coming lesson. Okay? So, thank you so much. Happy lunch and happy weekend. Baka di pa nakakapag-attendance, nakapin sa taas yung attendance. Click nyo lang yan and then you fill out para sa attendance. Thank you! Thank you so much. Happy weekend. Goodbye, goodbye.
Mathematics is the science of structure, order, and relation that has evolved from elemental practices of counting, measuring, and describing the shape of objects. It deals with logical reasoning and quantitative calculation, and its development has involved an increasing degree of idealization and abstraction of its subject matter. I'm Sir Phil na nagsasabing, palaging piliin mong matuto.